Whoa, 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 whoa. Hello, ancestors, and welcome to my spooky lair. My spooky lair that is being remodeled. We have new shelves. We have this beautiful canvas, which will soon adorn some beautiful survive by art. And in the midst of it, you have your spooky community manager, me. What will we be doing together? We will be celebrating the Monster Mash, a spooky bash, which will be going on for the next hour or so in the Heartland. So, what is the spooky Monster Mash? I know, that's what we're all wondering, right? It is every single one of our Heartland Horrors being spawned in, not one at a time, but all at a time. And they will be in the Tier 1 zone located directly outside the gate. So, if you are a really low-level character and you really don't want to die, don't go there. That's all I got. But before we get started with all of that, I just want to give some updates on things that you guys have been asking about. Keys, I don't believe that they have been sent out by email or anything like that. We are looking into some new ways to try and get keys to you guys, so once I have an update on that, I'll be putting that into our Discord. But we're trying to look at new and creative ways to get you guys into the game before we launch on Steam. The Deep Night is ending. I know. I'm sad too. I also might be dying. But that ends tonight at midnight. So hop in while you still can. Fight this spooky boy down. My directions are bad. Oh, this way. Oh, there. Whew. Fight him while you still can. Hop into those dungeons, craft those bonfire bundles, access the dark animas, and most of all, get those consumable spooky candy corn bullets and things like that while you still can. I'm going to show those for those of you who aren't familiar with them. Let's pop over. Zoop. And here we are on our favorite page, the autumn overview of everything that has happened this month. Instead of going with our normal bi-weekly content release schedule, this is a spooky month. We've been putting out spooky content, and spooky doesn't wait. Spooky is every single week. So, we started off by turning the Heartland into spooky autumn. Great stuff. Then we released some spooky skins. Trick or Treat and Deep Night. Deep Night, all of that kind of stuff is more spider themed. And with those came new spooky attachment sets. So spiders and Trick or Treat stuff once again. You can see those up here. And then the next week we brought on these gravestones. So you can still get these. You can buy 8 of them that are just Deep Night themed. And there's 8 of them that aren't Deep Night themed, and then there's 2 that are, and those you can only get for a limited amount of time. There's so much content here, folks. And then these mystery items went on the market, and everyone's like, what are these things? Well, as we revealed last week, this is what you use in the Deep Night to fuel the bonfires, to unlock the actual mini dungeons, and the effigies you can use to get a special buff, which will be active for a set amount of time, and it's a random buff, so you don't know what you're going to get, but they're all pretty great. And I don't know if it's in here or not, but like I was saying, there are those special consumables that will change your bullet patterns. So that's something that a lot of folks have been interested in from the beginning, is basically more ways that they can customize their characters, and we hear you. So we're kind of rolling out this test with seeing what you guys thought of the different consumables. There's a candy corn projectile, a spiderweb projectile, and one that turns them into fireballs. By the way, if you're watching and you're here to participate in the Monster Mash, this is a really good time to load into the game. Put on your spookiest deep night attachments and your trick-or-treat costumes. Get out there, look fly, and just meet me in the tower. I will be there as soon as I'm done updating everyone on these things. But speaking of getting into the game, I know that some folks have been running into some issues with like 401 errors and emails needing to be verified, but there never was an email to verify. We fixed the first issue that popped up, being the email stuff, and some of these 401 errors have been popping up in the meantime. So it's something that we're looking into, and the more info that you can get us on that, the better. If you just want to ping me on the forums or Discord, whatever works, let us know what region you're in and when and why it's happening, and we will definitely look into that and try and figure out what's causing it. But in the meantime, let me quickly go over today's patch notes as well. Whoop, that's the wrong one. Oh, actually, nope, that was a good place to be. So I do want to highlight this. Crafting cues. A little off topic, but a pretty big item here. So that's something that a lot of people have been wanting, is a way to craft up things or queue up things that they are going to be crafting. So we heard you, and we have these videos that I have uploaded to the forums that show, oh, there we go, that show some of our plans for each one of these things. So this would be a total revamp of Crafting UI. It wouldn't just be the addition of this queue. There's 3 videos. The first shows you our new user flow for refining. The second one is dismantling, and the third is adding in that crafting queue for you guys. So this is on the hot topic section of the forums. If you haven't visited this area yet, please do, because this is pretty important. I don't have an ETA yet on when these are going to be out, but sooner rather than later, I'm sure. So the more feedback that we can get, the earlier the better. It'll give us time to change things before we actually put it out into the world. And yep, each one of these videos will kind of walk you through it. I go through them a little bit quickly, so of course you can always just pause it and read what's on screen. But so far, it seems like we have some good feedback on here, but I, of course, would always love some more. That will be super helpful for us. So that is thing number 1. Helpful thing number 2 that I've got today, on top of being the Monster Mash, is also Trick or Treat. So that is something that we talk about in those patch notes that I was alluding to. Let me bring those up. All right, so this is what's new. We added these trick-or-treaters. That is going to be an event for all day today. So the Monster Mash is only going to be going on roughly between now and 5 or so, but you can trick-or-treat at any time. There are special trick-or-treat vendors, which I'll get back to in a second. They look like little snowmen, kind of, but they're made out of pumpkins. Walk up to them, talk to them, and they will drop like a loot bag type of gift for you. So you don't know what you're gonna get. It's a surprise, randomizes it, but you can only get one from each person. So I don't wanna give away all of the locations. You can always look them up for yourself. Wink, wink, they're in here. But they are by the shrines. So if you don't want the surprise spoiled for you, just run around the Heartlands, check out all the different shrines, do a little bit of teleporting, and go claim those items while you still can. On top of that, we fixed a lot of bugs. Let's see. Charm Fusion, that was a really big one. That was sort of a known issue with our last update. Ancestral Legacy and consumption and purchasing weren't working right before, so we fixed that so they will stay where they are supposed to be. And just sort of a heap of other things. We've also added a new quest chain for folks who are leaving the tutorial, kind of working on our first time user experience, or this horrible word we use in the biz, FTUI. It's just an awful acronym, and if you disagree, you can fight me. We also have added the ability to award Electrum that cannot be put for sale on the exchange, and we've worked on our tech stuff. So that is sort of a promise that we've made to you guys for the last few months, that we would be working on server stability, performance, and some of these other things to just make your experience a little bit smoother. And so we've continued to deliver this week. All right, back to those trick-or-treaters. So, ooh, boy howdy, that is a small icon. That's my fault because it's a small little dude. I've put another image of him here. So this is what the trick-or-treat vendor looks like. Ooh. I made him. He's nice and lumpy. I like him. He kind of bobs around a little bit. He was very over the garden wall inspired with the lantern and all. It's one of my favorite Halloween time shows. So this is him. He's got some icky candy corn littered around him. I don't like candy corn. And this is where he's located. So Windblade, you are awesome. They made this really great forums post kind of showing where they're located and then also the different things that you can get from them. So you can get healing potions, energy potions, silver, and then these three things. These are the names of our different consumables for projectiles. So get in there, get your free stuff. If you don't want to go trick-or-treating today, you can also get these items from the Dark Animas, which are in the mini dungeons that are associated with Deep Night. So I think that we've had enough chatting. I am ready to commence the Monster Mash. Pretend right now that I'm playing the song in the Monster Mash. I don't want to get in trouble for copyright infringement, and you don't want to hear me sing. So just pretend it's playing in the background as we go on, and I'm going to pull up the game and we can hop in there. Let me catch up on chat as well if you guys have any questions. All right. Woo! Lots of good stuff in chat to catch up on. Can someone count the number of times I said spooky? The answer is always too many times, and yet simultaneously not enough times. See. Yes, the 401 error. I'm very sorry. I hope that we can get something fixed ASAP, but do please message me if you're having any issues there. Are you guys getting stuck on the stream still? Is that still a thing? I know here at the studio we were doing a lot of file stuff earlier, so I don't know, there might be something kind of making the stream itself chug. I don't know if it's on your hand. Oh, okay. All right. That's good. And I did just call candy corn icky Benny Claus. I'm very sorry. I don't mean to hurt anyone's feelings, especially if candy corn is your life. I mean no offense, but I also hate it. So here we are. I have a lot of ancestors. Oh boy. And yep, there we are. So we are going to need to name the spooky boy who is going to be taking down a whole slew of monsters. So it's Halloween. Please give me something seasonally appropriate to name this spooky boy. I will be waiting. Also, like I said, please in the meantime be logging into the game and join me at the tower so we can all do this together. Fox Spoon Sandwich says we should just name him Spooky Boy. Never before have I heard something that I agree with quite so much, but let's see if there are any other names. To Skelebro ×2, we have 2 folks going for that. Calcium Boys. I love that. But I'm actually going to be playing as the Harbinger today, and the Harbinger's Deep Night skin is a scarecrow. So if that helps you in your decision at all, great. But I'll save Calcium Boys for whomever plays the druid. Perhaps they'll want to take that name instead. Spooky boy is best. All right. That works for me. It's universal. I hope it fits. Ooh, what about... Do you guys see this? Spooky with an eye. That's pretty good. That's good stuff. And like I said, I'm going to be picking the Harbinger today. Let's see if I have anything especially spicy. My other favorite S word. Skeletorino. Oh, hey. By the way, what else is different here? Different font. Not only is today scary, but it's also highly legible. So our other font was fun. It was pixely, but it was also really hard to read. So if you have any feelings on this font, as always, I love reading your feelings. That is what I'm here for. So send me those, and I'll get that feedback to the rest of the developers. Where's the Comic Sans, though? You know, actually, that is a great question, Fox Spoon Sandwich. I do think that Comic Sans would be uniquely qualified to be in the game. However, we must resist. We must resist the never-ending pull towards Comic Sans that I feel. All right, we want to pull in some of our best cards. Oh my goodness. All right. What am I feeling today? We won't really be fighting Infernals. Yeah, but I'm going to be taking a lot of damage because, ouch. So, let's see. Oh, no, I don't want that. Okay, let me go back. I have to go back. All right, so let's see if I have anything health related to swap out here. Darn it. Okay. We'll just go back to our general options here. I'm going to pick this one, and I saw something about critical hits. Let's do that one. Good stuff. No set bonuses here. My Ancestral Legacy game is weak right now. I need to get on that. As soon as I inevitably die, we will do a little bit of purchasing, perhaps. And, as promised, we have to go with the Strawman skin because, yeah, we have to. We gotta be spooky, so... And I should add, by the way, even though the Deep Night is ending tonight, and this is going to be the end of the time when you can still buy these skins, so if you've been thinking about it for a while, still please do that now. But they will stay in your unlocked inventory after you've bought them. Even after it's all finished, so go in there and get it while you can. There will, of course, be a game-wide reset before we launch on Steam, though, so you'll have it for as long as we are still in our closed beta. What server am I on? I am on NA. The studio is located in Madison, Wisconsin, so we're in the United States, and I'll pretty much always be playing on NA. Unless there was something catastrophic going on with the servers, which that would never happen to us, right, guys? All right. Oh, I already have the skin I want. I know it's the last day of the Deep Night, so part of me wants to go full Deep Night, but it's Trick or Treat today, guys. It's a special Trick or Treat holiday, so I'm gonna go full... Oh yeah, full Trick or Treat. That looks great. Oh no! The server's full! Nerds! Okay, how do I fix this? Well, Well, there's at least some friends here. Drat. Okay, well, the good news is, oh my gosh. My phone thought that I was talking to it. Go away, Google. The good news is that it looks like a number of you have popped over here, so for that I'm grateful. Please join us in the other server if you can. Otherwise, I am happy to be joined today by five total. 5, maybe including myself, developers, so we aren't alone. That's exciting. There's a whole bunch of us here ready to play with you guys. We might sort of be split between servers, so that might actually be helpful, but there's already a lot of you in the tower, so that's pretty cool. All right, I'm here. So monsters will be spawned outside the gate. If you are afraid of dying, please TP from within the city walls and beware. It's gonna be a long message. Okay. I'm very excited. What's the difficulty? So, it's, oh my gosh, there's so many folks here. I'm so glad. It's going to be a little bit all across the board, actually, because there are, what, five Heartland Horrors, including the new one that no one has seen yet. And they were kind of modeled off of, like, the prefabs for each of the creatures that they originally came from, so some of them are a little bit more hefty than others. But in general, I think they're about, like, tier 2 through tier 4 strong, but they have, like, crazy high HP. So that's not, like, a perfect rule all the time. Oh my gosh. There are so many of you guys! This is so cool. Oh, I'm so happy. It's like real Halloween. It's just, I mean, it is real Halloween, but we're all hanging out and here with all of our buds and we all look great. I'm very excited. Let me just pull up all of my commands so that I'm able to spawn in all these bad boys. And I hope you all will not be offended that I'm turning on God mode. I really don't want to die while we're in the midst of doing this. Okay. Boo, 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 boo. All right. Let me give myself a deep night key. So we are going to be doing a deep night dungeon run of the final boss at the end of this. Robin Boy, no. These guys do not drop loot, just as a heads up, because otherwise it would be way too much. There would be loot bags absolutely everywhere, and it was like chaos the time that we tried doing that. So, all right, here we go. Can you max out the bonfires? I actually don't think I have the power to do that, but I can certainly generate some bonfire bundles. Okay, so I think it's time. I'm just gonna give the servers a little bit of time to catch up. Okay, so we're gonna give it spawning outside in, I'll say 1 minute, so that the stream can catch up. And let me type in my special code. Each one of us will be in charge of spawning in a different creature, so I'm excited to see how this is gonna go. And I will be in charge of our new Heartland Horror. We are calling him the Molitor because you'll see, but he's all business in the front, but he's got a party on his back. Okay. World. Let me copy and paste that. All right, here we go. Ready? And we're gonna go outside the tower into our deaths. All right. Let's get these spiders out of here. Ready? Looks like most people are coming over here slowly. Oh my gosh, there's so many people. Okay. Gosh, I hope this copy and pasted, or else we're gonna have to wait another 100 years. Oh, there he is. He's so spooky. And he is just getting blown up. Oh my gosh. Alright, it's only a matter of time until the other developers will start spawning in some of the other Heartland Horrors too. And then it is going to be pure chaos. So let me bring in another one of these boys. And I am very much looking forward to seeing all of them together because boy howdy, it's gonna be spooky. Oh, there it is! The Frosty Hydra! Oh, she got mushed. Where's the Anima Queen? Where's she at, though? Oh my gosh, there's so many. Is she over... No, she's not over there. Oh, there she is. Wow. Oh, no, that's the Boreal Shaman. Oh, and there's Cylindro! Cylindro and his beautiful bullets. Oh, my goodness. Already some ancestors are dying. That's okay. I hope. That's certainly what I'm planning on doing. I will turn off God mode eventually. Also, speaking of dying, this is a great time to equip your new very scary gravestones as well. I know that when I die, I have like an animated gravestone. Oh my gosh, there are so many bullets, you guys. Holy cow. They're so strong. I love the Frosty Hydra is my favorite because we forgot to give her like, I forgot to give her very much HP. And so, oh, there's Molitor. And so she dies like right away. But yeah, this is a combo of some of our finest buggy boys from the spawning nest all mushed together. Holy cow. It looks like we are having a little bit of a very convenient stress test here. I'm happy to see that. This is probably the most people I have seen all together in one place like this before. This is wild. But this is very helpful. It's nice to kind of see how things react, and especially with all the new tech updates we've been doing. So this is just pure chaos. Oh my gosh. All right. I think it would be a lot of fun if I turn God mode off, and then it'll be a little bit more challenging, you know? Because right now I feel like I can just do whatever I want and I don't have to worry about dying. So I'm gonna make myself. Oh, actually, if I put in tier 9, I'm gonna have to re-enter all the other spawn stuff. Whoop. I'll do it in a little bit when I'm all done spawning in Molitor. The best part too is that a lot of the text isn't updated from the original creature that it was meant to represent. So it's like, you will not take us down. It was too much to hope that you would not follow us here. And like, it's just a giant cylinder with a face, like, Also, is it Molitor who is saying clever bugs? I can't even tell, but if it is, that just kind of makes it even funnier because, my dude, you're a bug. Oh my gosh. My eyeballs are exploding. I don't even know how to process all of this. Thank you, Matter Unsung, for not letting me die. I do appreciate that because there's a whole lot going on. Whew. Where's the Boreal Shaman? There he is. In all of his punchy glory. And that Hydra is just huge, especially compared to the other creatures. That is wild. Oh my gosh. How long are we gonna do this for? That's a good question. I don't know how much my eyeballs can take. Let's do 5 more minutes. And, I'm gonna have to type it in again. Bear with me. Zoop. Hopefully it won't explode in the meantime. Boop, 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 boop. Also, if you guys have any questions, just in general, I can certainly keep an eyeball on Twitch chat while I'm doing this. Yeah, I would say I'm not surprised that the NA servers are full. This is a lot of people all in one server. Especially to all try and get into this one where all the monsters are. So hopefully maybe one or two of the developers would be willing to pop onto EU just to kind of spread it out a little bit. But, oh my gosh. Yeah, but we'll see here. Do this for another few minutes. Let's see. Can I do multiple Deep Night Dungeon runs? Yes. So what actually might be a good idea is each of the developers can kind of be a Deep Night tour guide. We can probably just kind of go in groups. So we can all meet outside the Deep Night Dungeon for the final dungeon, and each one will let 6 people in. And we can just kind of go in groups. Let's see. Yeah, and also, if you want to join but can't access the shrine or don't have the silver, that's not a big deal. We can actually teleport you over there if you have, if you can give us your house name and stuff. So we'll do this for a few more minutes. Get all of the monster mash out of our systems here. I just want to say how happy I am, though, really, to see how many folks turned up for this. This is super cool. I feel like every individual Heartland horror that you guys have submitted, it's all just been sort of coming to this moment. Like, this is something that we've been thinking about doing for a while. You know, how cool it would be to have, like, more than just one on screen at a time. But speaking of Heartland Horrors, we actually, Molitor was submitted a while ago, maybe like 3 weeks ago or so. But we've been holding off until this event to debut him. So it will be time once more to actually be looking for more new Heartland Horrors. So I will be posting that thread in the next couple days, and we're always looking for more ideas. All right, we'll do one more minute, and then it is time, I think, to just start running some Deep Night stuff. And I also do want to show you guys what one of the trick-or-treat NPCs looks like IRL, so it'll be easier to find. Zoop, 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 zoop. Take out that shaman. Wow. All right. Well, good work, squad. Okay. Going to if I can spell, trick or treat for a few minutes. Meet me back at the tower if you want to run Deep Night. Oh, we'll wait for the Hydra to die. Boink. So let's go back to the tower. Wow, that was fun. I really am happy that you guys joined, but there's still more fun to be had. All right, let me pull up my handy dandy guide, actually, as to where all of these puppies are, because I sort of remember which shrines I put them on, but I just want to make sure that we save as much time as possible. Thank you, Windblade, once again for this handy dandy guide. Oh, perfect. Okay. And I need some silver, actually. Okay, so there is one right here. Zoop. Here he is. Hello. He's pretty cute. Let's chat with him. You found me. Take this and go away before anyone else sees me. Yes, we're using emojis now. I love this. Okay. I will pick this up and oh my gosh, I just got all kinds of stuff. I'm very happy about this because we are going to be able to equip some of these for when we are fighting the Deep Night Dungeon boss. Good stuff. And let me check out like one more trick-or-treat location here. Let's go into the savannah. Looks like we kind of have a squad following us, so they can all grab some too. Ooh. We got a couple arachnid nightmares from him. That's pretty solid. We'll wait for some of our friends to join in case they want to also pick up some of this trick-or-treat goodness. What about you guys? Is anyone trick-or-treating later? Anyone young enough to be trick-or-treating or conversely old enough to be handing out the candy? I was going to be handing out candy, but my friend is sick, so we will not be able to do it. And I'm a little too old to trick-or-treat myself, which feels unfair, right? Like, that's why we're doing this in-game. We're gonna get the candy that we want, darn it. Let's pop over here. Boop, 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 boop. Thank you for this loot bag. And we'll wait for everyone else to catch up. And after this, I think I'll actually do one more and then we will meet back at the tower and go over to the dungeon. Bum, bum, bum. All right. Seems like most people have caught up. And let's go to one more. Let's check out over here. Boop, 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 boop. Here he is. And I'm gonna pick this up. Ooh, all kinds of health and energy potions. That's exciting. Now I feel like I'm totally equipped and ready to handle this. Because I'm gonna turn off God mode. We're going hard in the paint here. Actually, I'm gonna leave it on until we get there, just in case. Good stuff. You're never too old to trick or treat. Exactly. And then buying yourself candy, that's really what it's all about. That's the best part of being an adult, is you don't need to ask anyone's permission to eat as much candy as you want. Good stuff. All right. Where are we? We are inside the tower. So let's meet here. Meeting here, and we will be going to the dungeon from this centralized location. Ooh, that looks good. You know what? Actually, while I'm here, let's... Oh! Well, shucks. That's nice. Let me see here. Pull up my inventory. And I'm gonna equip some sugary dreams, because I'm going to be having some of those tonight. Oh yeah, shooting candy corn. Looking good. Alright, looks like some folks are already at the Deep Night Dungeon, which is right there. I believe that I actually have a way to teleport straight there. Let me find it. Find these good old coordinates. Hey there, Joker J. One of our good old streamer buddies out of the great state of Wisconsin. I'm actually going to be running there the old-fashioned way, by the way, guys. I don't want to waste too much time trying to find those coordinates. So here we are, and here's that dungeon. So the fastest way to get there is just to go to the south, and we'll be going from there. Awesome, good stuff. I'll kind of run with you guys. It's just a little group of us, perhaps. Good stuff. Running over here. Joker J, if you aren't already in here, you should totally hop in and play with us. Oh, we've got quite the squad all running together. That's good. We're getting our exercise. We're burning off those calories from all the candy we're eating. This actually might be a faster way to go straight across here. Thinking about that candy. Crossing a bridge. And we're almost there. Ha! These guys don't even bother me. I'm invincible. And we've almost made it. Ta-da! There it is. So I will wait for everyone. We do have the way to teleport people here now that I'm actually here myself. So if you are in-game right now and you want to be teleported over to us, let me know, and with your house name we can zip-zap you over here. Zippity-zoop. Let me see, is anyone still stuck at the tower who doesn't want to be? Oh no! Someone's trying to join from across the crevasse. My friend, you cannot go that way. Okay. I'll teleport some folks over. Other developers who might be listening to this, if y'all could help me teleport some folks, that would be awesome. And looks like we have... Oh, perfect. Someone put it in there. Awesome. I'm going to grab another keystone just to make sure we have enough to actually get in there. Oh, okay. I saw that and I thought I was taking damage. It would hurt. 6077. Boop. Do you guys hear that? Can you hear the train through the stream? I can never tell. I'll wait outside for a second just to give everyone time to get here in case anyone still hops in there. It looks like it's generating that dungeon. I don't know if you guys can hear the doot-doots. Oh, okay. Yeah. It's really loud. I don't know. There's just so many trains in Madison. I feel like I've lived in every part of town by now, and I still, like, no matter where I lived, I could hear the train. Because they run everywhere. Alright. Alright, squad. Is this going to be my squad? Looks like one already went in. Going in. Alright, let's hop in. And by the way, just so you know, this is, each one of these dungeons can only fit 6 people, so if you are currently stranded outside the dungeon, we will be out very soon and we'll be able to let you in. And as promised, I don't think I've turned off God mode yet, so let me do that. Ah! I'm not a wuss. Okay, I'm not making this up. There's totally something on the roof right now. Well, it is Halloween. If there was ever a day to die, this would be it. It's kind of like Christmas when Santa and his reindeer are just up on the roof. It's probably just like Krampus and all of his little demons up there. What are your favorite, like, scary movies to watch? I feel like after the stream, I'm just gonna go home, make some good hot apple cider, and I want to watch a scary movie. So drop your scariest movie in the Twitch chat. I recently watched Hereditary. That one was really scary. And then I watched The Haunting of Hill House on Netflix. That was a really scary show. I started Castle Rock on Hulu. That one's based on Stephen King stuff, and that one was pretty good, but I got kind of distracted. Now I feel like I'm too lost to keep watching it without like going back. Activate this altar here, pick up a little buff. Muppets Treasure Island. Oh, when you were a kid. Okay. Is Treasure Island... Okay, I'm thinking of Fraggle Rock. I remember when I was little, Fraggle Rock was like really catchy, but it always really freaked me out. It's always funny, like the stuff that you think is really scary when you're a kid. Like I know a lot of people thought that like Gumby was really scary when they were little. I was always afraid of, this is a little obscure, maybe you guys will get this, but the Miss Spider books, it became like a TV show too. And Miss Spider is like this big, like sort of 3D yellow spider. And in the show, there was like, or the books too, I guess, there was this boy spider that just had this really like strong masculine chin. And I remember being absolutely terrified of him. If I survive this, I'll like drop a picture of him in the chat if no one beats me to it. But yeah, man, he was just so scary. Courage the Cowardly Dog also had some really good, like, scary episodes for kids that were just, ooh, some uncanny valley stuff. Ghostbusters, that's a classic. You know what? I have never seen the original Ghostbusters or the new one with, like, the all-female cast. Ooh. And we are also at the final boss, speaking of scary. It's time to take this spooky boy down. Ah! Oh, there he is. Alright, so, he's going to spawn out of each of these 4 little holes in the ground. And then he's gonna lob these big old projectiles at us. I'm shooting all of my nastiest candy corn at him. Hey. It's very effective against him because he also hates candy corn. He also thinks it's really gross, so... Oh, my health is so low. But if I run away, I'll get the cowardice debuff. Oh, no. Oh, my gosh. Maybe if I just hide behind this rock. I'm invincible. I'm gaming the system. Okay. A little ASMR for you guys while I... No! 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 Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? Oh, and I forgot to equip my spooky gravestone. I missed the grand finale, you guys. Rip in pieces. Please pay respect. Oh. Alright, well... I didn't even kill that much. 14 beasts. Those were probably mostly the Heartland Horrors, actually. Okay, well, I'm going to keep all these marked for Valor. This is a good opportunity for me to let me upgrade a little bit. Man. Finding Nemo. Fox Spoon Sandwich. That's not a scary... It's not a scary movie. I mean, actually, you know what? It is scary. Because Nemo gets separated from his dad, and that's scary. Nice. Spooky boy. That's what's up. There's a 1% chance you'll fire 4 short-range bullets in a cross pattern. Yo! Okay, we are totally gonna upgrade this bad boy. 4% chance. I'll just upgrade it until infinity. Yeah, there we go. Okay. That's as high as I can go. Farewell, unspent valor. Alright. Well, we're gonna need a name for this one. I'm gonna look up the name of that spider because I hate it. I think this is honestly why I'm afraid of, like, spiders today. Oh, there it is. Oh my god. Hang on, let me switch over real quick. Yeah, okay. Alright, so this guy? This guy. What? Like, what nightmare is this? Who made this? I want to have a talk with you. What is his name? Spiderus? He's a dad! He's a dad! Oh my god. Is that his name? Oh, I hate it. No. Oh, this is terrible. Okay, alright, back into the game. Ugh. And for the folks, yeah, okay, well, you saw it. That is nightmare fuel, am I right? Like, uniquely handsome though, right? Like, what about that strong jaw? It's got a little bit of like a butt chin going on, but strong jaw. Alright, so we're gonna call this one Spiderus. Golly. Okay, well, I'm gonna equip my new legacy. Thank you, Spooky Boy, for your sacrifice. Grab that Harbinger one, and ooh, did I spy a set bonus? I think I spied a set bonus. Okay, that's fine. Yeah! Damage bonus. And we're gonna go to here, and we're gonna pick that. Okay, so because I'm named Spiderus, and I'm terrifying and horrible, I need to equip all of my finest spider attachments. Yes. My spider babbies. Foxspoon Sandwich claims that they would marry Spiderus. I don't believe him for a second. I think that if you saw Spiderus in real life, you would be just as afraid as I am. Oh, here, I have one other irrational fear. Let me try and find him. Oh, here it is. All right. Yes. Okay. So, I don't know who here watched Courage the Cowardly Dog. I know I sort of mentioned that this is very scary to me, but let me just show him to you. So his name is Katz, Mr. Katz, and he owns like a nightclub, and his things, there's always like smooth jazz going on in the background, like, and he's always like, and he like straight up lures the characters into like this terrifying place. And oh, I don't know what it was about cats, but cats always really messed with me. Same with this guy. Like, what were the 90s? Honestly, what were the 90s? Cat dog? Kinda terrifying. Oh, what was the other one that was scary? Cow and Chicken? All the characters in Cow and Chicken were scary. Like, why? All right, let's try this again. Deep Night Dungeon, here I come! So yeah, do you guys have any like irrational childhood characters that you were afraid of? Because I'm starting to realize that apparently I had an awful lot. And I want to get another one of these. 2, 6, 7. Good stuff. All right. Oh no, I need more silver again. So this is the last one that we are going to have time to run today. If you are already in a dungeon, I'm proud of you and I'm happy for you. Go back into God mode. Haha. Let's pick up the Arachnid Nightmare this time. Feels appropriate. Good stuff. And let me activate that. Pew, 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 pew. Spider-Man has got nothing on me. Is there a faster way to get there? No. All right. By the way, in case y'all were wondering, I definitely have like coworkers right outside this office. So when I'm in here making all these really A+ sound effects, they can 100% hear it. So every day, every week, I embarrass myself just for you. Almost no one else in the office dressed up today either. What is up with that? Our lovely Grabe, who you may recognize from the Grabe icons in-game, dressed up as Princess Peach. So that was actually pretty awesome. Am I lost? I'm so lost. Oh my gosh. So that was pretty great. We had someone dress up as a butterfly. Good stuff. Grabe's wife Karen dressed up as Mario, complete with mustache, which was awesome. So that was pretty cool. There were a few good costumes in the office today. What were you guys for Halloween? Did you have the chance to dress up at all or go to any parties or anything like that, even if you don't get to trick or treat? Am I reading the chat? Yeah, okay, whoops, I'm back. Let's see. Yeah, Cat Dog was absolutely terrifying. The 90s were not... Oh my god, they were. I was so offended for a second. Yeah, the 90s were 28 years ago, and saying that is physically painful. I'm only 24, I can't, like, complain about feeling old, but, like, when people are like, oh yeah, it was back in 2006, I'm like, oh, so, like, a year or two ago, right? Like, no, that was 12 years ago now. Did someone dress up as Shrek? Regrettably, no. But I just think it's important for all of you to know that even if you may have never heard of Madison before, the location of Human Head Studios, Madison is the location of the only Shrek Fest in the nation, which is absolutely a real thing. I think it started as a joke, and now it's like an actual event that has an onion eating contest. People dress up as Shrek. It is held in an actual, like, swampy park, and they have like a giant inflatable Shrek that they worship. You can't make this stuff up. So don't tell me that nothing interesting happens in Madison, Wisconsin, because we have Shrek Fest. And before you ask if I've ever gone, the answer is regrettably no. It is apparently just like pure meme paradise though, so I'll have to go one day, but I haven't made it over there yet, unfortunately. Oh, looks like we got a little bit of lag here. Pets and Guild update. That will be happening. Some of those things will definitely be happening before launch, but I do not have like an announced ETA yet for those things, so oh, we're getting so many gate fragments. That's nice. But I'll obviously keep you guys updated on the forums, and we've definitely had forum threads about like what you guys would want from guilds, what kind of pets you would want. So if you are ever interested in dropping your ideas there, I would love to read them. Okay, take 2 on this guy. But yeah, I'm always interested in reading those, and we'll wait for this guy. I'm really excited about pets. I feel like in every type of MMO I've ever played, I'm always trying to find ways to just like make it into Nintendogs. Like, I just want to have pets with me everywhere I go. that I can like train and do cool stuff too. So I cannot wait personally, but oh, wait a second. Where is bullets? Huh. Well, that's okay. Thanks, Deep Night Boss. Easy peasy. Onions do have layers, just like ogres. People are definitely not Ogre Shrek yet. Shrek is timeless, he's love, he's life. And we are at the tower. Good stuff. Okay, so it's 5 o'clock. And somehow that hour flew by so quickly. Thank you all for joining me for this splendiferous hour of monster mashing, dungeon crashing, and trick-or-treating. I couldn't think of another word that rhymed. I was like smashing, mashing, bashing, crashing, help. But thank you all. And if you weren't able to hop in during the stream, no worries. Trick or Treat does go all day. And of course, there is still time to pick up some of these attachments. You could look as fly as I do with these creepy spider legs. And you could take the opportunity every time you see me in game to approach me in your best Spiderous cosplay, which is really an opportunity if I've ever heard of one. So thank you all for joining. Thanks, Joker J. It was great seeing you too. Bye, Raytail. I hope that you all have a great Halloween, and I hope to see you guys soon. Bye-bye. Be safe. Have fun. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. Steal lots of candy. Bye.